and we can't get it. And I talked to him yesterday, and he said, I was just out there, it didn't look bad. But then Ed says that there's couches and things out there, whether they're currently there or not. But Roy said, that they do try to, the trucks try to, when they see, anything like that. But I think the disconnect is between the prison, and then I don't know if you have anything from.
Well, I would just comment on parole and probation, which is underneath my office. And I know that you reached out to Lieutenant Downing and he scheduled some folks out there, but we have a limited pool. And these are folks that have community service, and they pick from Sutton Creek up to the dump.
Yeah.
But, and we don't have a work crew supervisor. That position due to funding had been cut. And so we have probation officers that take some folks out to pick up garbage out there, but there's other community service opportunities for them as well. And they have to volunteer. I can't just say, hey, you're going to pick up garbage today. It doesn't work that way. And so I just want to make sure that you understand where the sheriff's office is coming from. And we'll do what we can, but we don't have a work crew supervisor anymore. That position's been eliminated. So where the prison, they have work crews that go out. I passed one this morning. I get the list of where they're going. However, I believe there's compensation for that too. None of our stuff is compensated. Ours is free. And so I don't know if the county pays the prison. I know when those work crews go out that they are compensated.
We've got to look that over, but she just told me that it wouldn't be any cost to the county. It was an agreement because like I said, I think that Adopt a Highway program between the signs is the prison, but it might be the prison in Baker County. I'm not sure.
It says Powder River. I believe it says Powder River Correction.
But also it's not part of that,
past the dump.
It's a state
So
highway.
and
it
it
is.
signs up. I believe those have to be renewed each year.
Yeah.
Because another volunteer organization I'm part of, we have one of those, and I have to sign off and renew that every.
So
year.
that must be what the
So even though the
okay.
signs there, there's probably not something in place with ODOT or with the Adopt a Highway program that's current and up to date would be my guess. And that's just speculation.
Sure. So it may be such a thing where they have their length and then the county will adopt a highway. So it's kind of strange because it's.
But where's the state highway? Doesn't the state highway have some responsibility as well?
ODOT should.
No, they're not. That's the county highway.
That's a county road. That is.
That's a
not
county
state
road. Oh, okay,
highway.
okay,
Yeah.
good to
Old
know.
Highway 30 out to the all the way out to the lime plant. That's
That's
county.
county.
road.
It's a county road. Okay,
yeah.
good to know. Okay.
Yeah.
So only so far off of the ODOT right of way does ODOT
Okay.
take
Alright,
care of that.
Okay.
And then to address the garbage on the that you want to dump on the courthouse lawn, I wouldn't suggest that. And I know that you've told me that twice now. And then you also told me twice that you would on the city hall lawn as well. The city doesn't have anything to do with that road or with the Baker Sanitary Service. So just to let you know, and I don't know where the sheriff stands if you were to do that and dump garbage on the county lawn.
From my standpoint, Ed, I understand you're frustrated, and I believe that is frustration coming out. You're not gonna come dump garbage. I know that. I know it's frustration coming out, but my request would be that we don't do that.
So,
Anyway, I apologize that it's an oversight, but
I've been trying. I mentioned it, I
Yeah.
don't know how long ago to, for the prison to be contacted and
I was, just.
Well, we
last
were
week
told
at the
that the
special
prisoners,
session.
no, it was a couple weeks ago.
excuse me for interrupting.
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right, Christine. I'm not upset at you. I want you to realize that. Unfortunately, you're the one that answers your phone.
It's okay.
That the prisoners won't be going out because it's a hazard to them and to be working on the highway.
As I understand, if the road department will set up traffic control, they still have to go through that evaluation that they just went out and looked at the site, but they said if we would do traffic control, they'd be able to do it.
Well, this isn't gonna be just a one-time deal, folks. This is a 24/7 thing. When you see the junk, just junk and trash that we dodge just to drive to town or from town home. Somebody's gonna get hurt. And then I think if somebody gets hurt, then somebody's gonna be hanging out. I don't know who it's gonna be, but
Sheriff, I don't know if you be able to put anybody out there. I don't know if this happens over the weekend or throughout the week, but can we?
Well, we can patrol the area. I mean, if a deputy's out there and sees something come out of
Yeah.
a vehicle, I'm sure they would address it. They wouldn't turn a blind eye
Right.
to that. But
right.
as far as, I mean, we can't follow every vehicle. and
No.
If we sit in one spot, people may see us, but the odds of us seeing something come out of a vehicle is slim to
Sure.
none. I mean, it just doesn't work that way. And so, I mean, yes, I can put a deputy out there, we can extra patrol it, but you know,
Yeah,
I doubt we're gonna be able to stop the garbage coming out of vehicles.
And I understand that. It's just the people. They have no respect. And if I'm packing a chair and a couch or refrigerator and that kind of stuff to the dump, and I get to the dump and lo and behold, my refrigerator isn't there, someplace between where I started and the dump, that refrigerator's laying in the road. And when I go back and I see the refrigerator, it isn't, somebody lost the refrigerator. It's,
Because
if
you're
I go like
responsible
a
then.
bat out of eight here, nobody's gonna know who did it.
Right,
At
and
one
Baker
time-
Sanitary, Roy did touch on, he said that they tried to give money incentive, a discount,
That's
if
what
they
my
came
question.
in with a tarp on.
Okay.
And he said that they found that people were tarping right before they went through the gate to the dump. And then in the occasion that they do see something flying out when their trucks are going back and forth that flies out of somebody else's rig, then they'll call ahead to the dump and they'll say, this rig, you know, description lost this much. And we need to make sure that they're told to go pick it up, or, you know, I don't know what they're fined or anything like that, you know how that works. But he said majority of the time they're told that, and then on their way home they won't. So they won't pick it up. So he, you know, a conversation, I've had this with Baker Sanitary Service. I mean, it's their dump, it's not their road. It's kind of just a little bit of everybody.
Mhm.
Yeah. So they do, did they still give that incentive? That's
I
what was the
don't
question I was
know
gonna ask
that
you.
they do anymore. It sounded
Okay.
like
Maybe
Roy
they
said
do
that they
later.
kind of gave up on it because of
Right.
what people were doing.
Cross the tracks and.
They cross the tracks and tarp before they go into the.
And I would
entrance.
assume we get the agreement with DOC put back together that Baker Sanitary would, you know, when we pick up the bags, would take them for free, I would think. I mean, it's,
We can certainly talk to them about it.
yeah.
Because there were several from
Yeah.
from the Baker Sanitary that were concerned that I talked to yesterday. So yeah, so we'll move forward with the prison and
Yeah.
Well, we'll just see what happens. If it goes another 2 months plus, then you can darn sure bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna be back in here.
Okay.
And you know what I'll be saying then. It won't be nice. So,
and I'll let you know as everything progresses and moves. If we can do anything as fast as we can get them out
Yeah.
there. So.
well, I'm sorry about the prisoners, but my thought is they're the ones that broke the law. They shouldn't have a right to say one way or the other.
I think it's
It should
more,
come down to you're going.
I don't think it's an issue mostly of safety with the prisoners. It sounds like on the parole and probation side, it's, you know, just the leadership there and asking. I know that there was a bill a few years ago that was with any of the prisoners, don't we have to ask that they participate in that stuff? Otherwise it was slavery or something.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, Ed, but that's just not how it works. I can't force people to do work like that. And we can put a work crew together and we can do what we can, but they have community service and there's other options for community service in the community. And so they get that choice. And we work with our clients. I mean, maybe we need to talk about some kind of community cleanup out there. Let's get it up to a standard And then maybe we work together, can we put some cameras out there? Can we, to capture, license plates or something like that? Can we think outside the box of how can we get it up to a standard? And I'm talking community, not sheriff's office doing all this, but
Right.
community.
Yeah.
And then get it up to whatever standard you guys want it at, and then we work together collectively to keep it at that standard. That would be my suggestion, my 2
Yeah.
cents worth.
Mhm.
Well, okay, I appreciate your time.
You
very
bet.
much, and
No, I
we'll
appreciate you
stay
coming
in
in.
touch.
Okay.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah,
So you're working with the prison right now, then? You're-
Yeah, it'll be
Okay.
between.
And did they have a
me and-
timeline at all, or is it?
Well, they've got to go through that safety thing and then they're talking to the road department to kind of figure out.
So do we need to do anything at this point? What do you want us to do?
We do need to keep moving on it. If you're with the
Yeah.
prison, then we need to keep
I
moving
can,
on
I
it.
can keep working with the prison and road department, and then if you want
Do you
to,
want me to check with Stephen about the incentive? 'Cause I need to check with him on TEQ stuff anyway.
yeah. that would be
Yeah, you
fine.
can, and just let
Okay.
them know that I've been talking to Roy, and I
Okay.
think
Yeah.
he was probably in the background yesterday, so.
Yeah, because I think Roy's office is right there by Stephen, so, okay. All right.
So in the past with our work crew, when we pick up debris, they take it for free out there.
Yeah.
That's the relationship that we've had with
Okay.
with
Okay.
our work crews when they go out.
Thank you. Thanks, Travis.
All right, anyone else for citizen participation? Is there anyone online? All right, seeing none, let's go to review and approval of the minutes. First up is March 25. March 5, 2025.
So this
And-
was the one that I asked that we
Mhm.
didn't approve before because there was, the UPRR was backwards.
Right. And then
And so that is correct.
I missed something on page 4,
Okay,
under number 6. It says US Highway 3 dash instead of 30.
oh,
It's very top under 6.
just a,
I'm assuming that should be 30.
yeah, that's out to Haynes. Yep, I saw that too, and I just skimmed right over it. 3-. So I'll make a motion to approve the commission session minutes for March 5th, 2025.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Did you want that? Did you want that changed
That's correct.
as corrected?
As corrected,
Okay,
I apologize.
okay,
I'll second that.
okay, close enough. Now we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Saying none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next up is review and approval of minutes for March 12, 2025.
I
I
didn't
didn't see
see anything.
Only thing that, on this one that looked odd to me, and maybe there was something else. I think it's just this one. On page 1, on bullet point 4, Commissioner Catesburg moved to approve the February commission session minutes. Commissioner Alderson seconded. I don't know why.
No, because I think Commissioner Witham was absent that day. Wasn't that?
It says
But
that
it
I
says
was
she
I
was
know,
there.
but I think that maybe, because, were you here on the Greater Idaho?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did have that one. It's,
yeah.
so that wasn't the one you were missing.
So I don't know why I would have seconded on just
On the
minutes.
minutes, on
Yeah,
both sets of minutes.
On both of them.
I can go back and double.
just double check
Okay.
that. Yeah.
I was thinking, but then I realized that you were here
Yeah.
when Matt was talking, so. So we'll hold off on this.
Do you want to approve of changes or just have her wait?
Let's wait.
Okay, I guess we'll,
We'll hold off on this. But
okay, so we will shoot, what's the date on that? March 12 to the next commission session. March 19th, 2025 commission session minutes.
They look fine to me.
the only thing that I had was on page 2, when we were talking about the VMCC president. He's a doctor. It's just one of those things. It should say Dr. Mark Browning instead of Mr. Mark Browning. It's just a little,
Oh, was he introduced like that, or was he introduced as?
I'm not sure.
I was just introduced as the president.
Yeah.
So,
I
Yeah,
thought so
so
too.
anyway, he's a doctor, but it's not a big deal.
But you wouldn't know that from the minutes, maybe,
yeah.
if he wasn't introduced like that.
Okay.
I'll make a motion. Oh,
No, go
sorry.
ahead.
I'll make a motion to approve the commission session minutes from March 19th, 2025.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next, April 2nd, commission session minutes.
Page 2, number 4, second line.
Well,
I didn't know what that meant,
there's a lot of that stuff, yes.
so I
Um,
didn't know if it's.
Well,
like-
it's per ton, Valley paving for half inch, and then
Oh,
that's
that's half
the-
inch. Oh,
Yeah, half
got
inch.
it. Okay.
HMAC at 75
I'm
per
just going,
ton,
never mind. Scratch that.
yeah, 3/8 inch HMAC.
So on page 5, we were talking about what are we talking about? The agreement for communications with Pioneer.
Mhm.
And it says Commissioner Caseberg reported that the sheriff has reached an agreement with Pioneer to pay their portion of 911 funds. I spoke with JC and got that.
I think I just said that you had come up with an agreement with a number. I don't know that I had an agreement. It was just a number.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
was phrased wrong. but-
Yeah,
should've been just a
Because we
number.
know that Sheriff Ash had talked to
Yeah,
them.
you had-
And then,
before.
we- and then we had a
asked-
number, and we had a number.
Yeah. and
Yeah.
what had
Yeah.
Ash,
So
yeah.
later, I actually talked to JC and or whatever his name is, JT, and a couple of phone calls there. So I don't know. What do you want to?
I think maybe instead of has reached an agreement, has discussed.
Yeah, I
An
would say
amount?
discussed or,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if I can, I
Yeah.
had nothing to do with discussing any amounts with
Well, you and I
anybody.
talked and then Christina
So
sent you a.
how that worked was I reached out to Tim Novotny
Yeah.
and said, this needs to be worked on because the 2-year moratorium was up. My office provided stats to the commissioners for usage
Right.
stats.
Yep.
But I didn't talk to JD or anybody about any compensation
Yeah.
or any monies. We just provided the stats for services that were rendered.
Yeah. So then
Maybe just push forward that the sheriff had submitted information about their portion of the 911 funds.
Or go back and listen
Say what I said.
and, I don't
See
know.
what I said.
Um,
I don't know what I said.
I think probably better.
Rework.
Heidi, I'm
this.
sorry to add more business on, but because I'm trying to think if this was April 2nd, then that might have been the one that I had said that I had talked to them and they agreed to the numbers, but I'm not
That
sure.
was the same, that was the
That's
same,
the
but,
same.
but this states that the sheriff
Right,
had reached an
right,
agreement.
yeah.
So that first line needs to be reviewed and changed because he didn't reach an agreement with Pioneer. He didn't talk to them or anything about any of the funds.
So do we have an amended agreement yet? With them? To say that they're
No,
gonna pay?
no, I've still got to work that up with, I haven't, Jason was out in Hardin County, so I haven't had it,
Okay.
and a couple other things, so I haven't had a chance to sit down with him. I don't know if we need to, like I said, you had mentioned that you wanted just the agreement.
So
or the
there's
contract.
two different things. There's the agreement, the original agreement that says that they get 2 years free.
Yeah.
And we should somehow put in there what they're gonna pay now. So that should be an amended agreement. And then the other one was the agreement between the city and Pioneer, just so that we can have it in our files.
Right, yeah.
So
and
there's two
that's-
things.
Yeah, and that's fine. But I kind of need to talk to Jason and Kim to see if we need a standalone or we just need to update the full contract.
So priority for you.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, I've had everyone here at the same time to
Okay.
be able to execute that, but I'm feeling really good about this week.
And then I will give you the correct name of that committee under number C about the Citizens Advisory Network. So I will give you the correct wording on that.
But now it's quick work. Heidi got us all the way to the 9th. So, I mean, now it's quick work to go back and just do those few things, hopefully.
Okay. So I guess,
Maybe Alice.
check this one
Yeah, it'll have to come back.
and then,
For
yeah,
April
bring
2nd.
it back. April 2nd. Yep, next up, April 9th, special commission session minutes.
That was one pager.
That's a one page. We're
I
good
move to
there.
approve the minutes from April 9th for the special commission session. meeting.
That one's good.
I'll second.
I move-
Oh, I'm like, what are we seconding? I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Aye, motion carries. Let's go to the scheduled business. Baker County Assessor Department update.
Look who's that.
You've been waiting patiently. Thank you.
Wait, does this say Carrie?
I think Carrie's up there.
So Carrie's,
Oh,
Sean Berry, Assistant Assessor. Carrie is online to do that. And we just wanted to, first of all, give you guys kind of an update on what's going on in the assessor's office. And then hopefully we can stay over and go through the 2 grants that we are looking at.
mhm.
Okay,
So Carrie is online. I don't know if you wanted to say hi first or whatever, but
Good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear me.
Yep.
sounds good.
Okay, good. Basically, for the update, we're just finishing up the City of Baker City reappraisal. We've got about 2,000 more residential accounts to go. And then we'll get started on commercial and industrial properties located in the City of Baker for this next year for 26, 27, and Baker City numbers will come online 25, 26 with, and that's what we've been doing most of this last year. And then we'll start a new ratio study here pretty soon. And that's pretty much about it. Unless you have any
Okay.
questions.
yeah, so we're still out in the city, getting a lot of phone calls and stuff from people about us visiting out there. And then hopefully here soon we'll start on commercials. So it'll definitely keeps us busy there.
Okay.
I've seen a few posts about you guys being out in the city.
Yeah, it's always we get to meet a lot of people in that way.
Mhm.
So and they know that we're coming.
Yeah.
So
I
word
have-
goes fast.
I have a question and it's related to the IGA with the city for the,
thank you.
let me see,
It's the software.
Yeah, and it's with the planning department and the assessors and, what they're saying, let me see. So for the building code services was updated and things like that. They said that Baker County uses a software system that is very dated and the APO address parcel owner information from the assessors can no longer be straight uploaded. Can you tell me a little bit about,
This is from the city.
Mhm.
yeah, from
we
the
have-
city, looking at the IGA?
We have not seen that.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if it's planning software.
No, they said assessors, and I talked to planning yesterday, and so they said it's the
So,
Carrie, you can
So-
correct me if I spoke on that, but I believe what they're talking about was that they were looking for automatic updates, and we do not provide that. And there are not very many counties in the state that does offer that.
oh, really? So we,
So,
I guess when we're looking, because they're looking to update this, and in it, they wrote in some different language related to that, and they also,
okay, can I interject something here?
sure,
So what they're wanting us to do is I give them an assessment role, upload with the situs addresses and a GIS key. What they want me to do is change what I'm giving them. And I told them no. That
okay,
they can alter the data once they have it and they can make it fit. They don't like to make it fit because I'm giving it to them as a CSV or as an Excel spreadsheet. So from
Okay.
there, they need to accept those headers as presented. And that's all I can do at this point, because I am not going to change my data. I don't think we're not getting any money for it.
oh,
Sure.
yeah, so they want us to pay now in the new IGA of $3,680 per year, because of that APO exchange between the assessor's office and the city.
Okay,
They want-
so then we won't have building permit information from the city at this point. Because that's what we use the access for. That's how we go track down all new construction, is that access.
Okay.
I will send you this email. And
Because I have this down to talk about in commissioner updates, so thank you.
yeah, and I have it down in commissioner updates because of Tara in planning as well. There's a few things
Yes,
that we
yes,
highlighted.
yeah.
So we won't take the assessor's time right now, but I want to dive into that portion because the assessors were going to be here for their update, just to let you know. Okay, so yeah, we'll send that email to you.
So is there a way that we
See it.
know what county? Oh, I can ask a county college.
You can ask.
I
a
can ask a county
college.
college. I'll find out kind of how that goes.
Okay, I'll ask. Thank you for that clarification. And we'll make sure. Yeah,
So otherwise in our office, run pretty smooth. So if you guys have any questions for us, if not, then we can dive into the CAP and ORMAP grants.
All right, I'll go ahead and open contract review board. First up is assessor's office. I got ORAM or ORMAP and CAFA.
Which one do you want to shoot at first?
Which,
Okay, this
or methods. Yeah, or methods first on the list.
ORMAP. Okay, so on our ORMAP grant, this is the second one that we're looking at getting. We're working on getting control points to
Right.
make our data in the GIS world match more of the assessor's lines.
okay,
And so we're going to ORMAP to continue that project. And in there, you'll see Carrie put on there kind of a nice little map that kind of represents
Mhm.
some of the points that they're looking at through. And we're doing that through the Department of Revenue's cartography unit, who does our maintenance also. So. But it's a project that it's kind of close to what we deal with because, you know, as people are well aware that when they go on the ORMAP websites and stuff like that, or they use the GIS tax slot data from the assessor's office, that doesn't always line up exactly with the underlying aerial photos.
right.
And
Right.
the main reason that is because the way they create those is that in certain townships and range, they only have, for example, 2 points that are what they consider control points, and then everything else gets rubber stamped or distorted to fit.
Okay,
And so we're trying to fix some of those problems in that area. And this is just a continuation of that.
Okay.
So it's $35,000, but we have a $10,000 match. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Is what I'm
I
seeing.
believe that's what it was.
So can it 10,000,
Yeah.
does it have to be in, can it be?
we're kind of doing it in kind, the
Okay, thank you.
10,000.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carrie.
Did you see
Just-
that below that where they're the matching funds from the 2024 budget process to
Oh,
be
you want to use it
retained?
now?
Yes.
Okay, yep.
So. Yep.
Okay.
That's a good thing.
I'll move to approve the ORMAP grant for $35,000 for the DOR cartographic unit.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Now, next up, CAFA grant.
So CAFA grant, yep, is the second one up, and that is the one that we receive funding from the Department of Revenue every year for assessment and taxation. And in doing so, we kind of break down what the proof of that we meet their requirements and stuff like that. So it includes other things in the assessor's office that are underneath taxation, being portion of IT, treasurers, clerks. So
So how much are we requesting?
Um,
It's
200?
not-
Around 120, around 120.
It's based on a formula that they come up with. So that's what we believe it'll be this year.
Okay.
Right,
I'll let you
and
make
it also depends on whether this new bill passes which will add give us inflation capacity for recording fees and other documents that get recorded in the clerk's office. And if that passes, then we'll actually be able to maybe get back to where CAFA grant was designed, which was supposed to fund 30% of assessment and tax, and now it's only doing about 12 to 15% statewide.
If that passes, when does it go into effect? Do you know?
Probably the following year, I would imagine.
Probably
It didn't
26.
really say. I was
Okay.
looking at some of these and it doesn't really
I
say when
didn't
they
see
go
it
into
either.
effect. Yeah.
Yeah,
Some of these.
okay. I'll make a motion to approve the assessor's CAFA grant application for 25-26 funding, average of around 120,000.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Saying none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you
Yeah.
guys. Carrie.
Tell everybody hi there, Carrie.
Will do. I'm having a good time.
Good.
All
Are you the
right,
baby?
so
Are you just baby? Or
yeah, sort of,
just checking?
sort of. So yeah, if you don't need me, I'll see you all next week.
Have a good
Sounds
vacation.
good.
All
Enjoy.
right. All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Weed department. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. You want to stand or sit?
What?
You want to stand or sit?
It's contracts, right? For bid first,
Sure. Yeah, it's,
the-
or is it herbicide? Which one is it?
What do we have?
Contracts
Yep,
are first.
Yep. Weed project bid contract approval.
Okay, for the spring and summer of 2025, the weed department sent out bid requests for 8 projects. I think about 15 ground crews received a bid request, and then we sent out 5 aerial requests for an inventory for a helicopter. In response, we only got, I believe, 8 responses. One that actually qualifies for our aerial ask, and then the rest for the ground treatments. So I made a cute spreadsheet, I guess, for you guys to compare them. Contractors were allowed to list their priorities. We did have some contractors list that they would do other work if we wanted them to. However, on your spreadsheet, I only listed what they listed as what they wanted. We are working with some contractors to fix some discrepancies from 2024 season. They were given a deadline to complete their tasks. If they are unable to meet that, then we will be coming back and moving to the next highest bidder on a project. Okay. So, we have the Medical Springs ground treatment for $10,000, Medical Springs truck for $4,000. Southern Baker County, which is the LSP, the Leafy Spurge project, for $15,000, and that's a ground treatment. Lawrence Sardine for $10,000, which is a ground treatment. Lookout Mountain, which is $21,000 for ground treatment. Perennial pepperweed, $10,000 per ground. And then the aerial inventory with $10,500, and then UPR&R railroad right-of-way treatments for $8,000 again this year. So looking at it, I guess I'll go through with my recommendations. For Medical Springs, ATV, UTV, McCarty Court put in for $120 per hour, and then they also have a $360 equipment fee for the entirety of the project. I did clarify with that. Medical Springs,
So can I ask a question? So
yeah.
when they do that by hour, and then you have a projected budget, are they giving you that projected budget and it won't go over that?
yeah, so they are given that $10,000, and they are told,
That's it.
once you hit 10,000, you're done.
So that's not really a projected budget, it is their budget.
That is their budget. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
They will not be able to go over that.
Okay.
Medical Springs truck. We had 2 bids. We're gonna recommend going with Wapiti Mountain Spray Services with $25 per acre as their bid. So that should come out at 160 acres of treatment. Southern Baker County Ground ATV. We're gonna recommend going with Ridley Pest Control. They are a vast crew. And they're gonna charge $85 an hour for a licensed commercial applicator and then $25 a day for their ATVs. As you can see, that project will go on at the same time as perennial pepperweed. I don't want to overload a contractor. I want to get work done. So that's why I chose to go with that contracting crew on that one. Lawrence Sardine ATV, we're going to recommend going with Blue Solutions at $100 per hour. They are a crew of 3, just so you guys know, and they do not have an equipment fee. Lookout Mountain ATV UTV, we're gonna recommend going with Blue Solutions again at $100 an hour. Perennial pepperweed, we'll recommend going with Wapiti Mountain Spray Services at $75 an hour. Southern Baker County inventory, we only had Leading Edge come in with a bid that was what we needed, so that's at $1,300 an hour. And then they do have some mileage fee as well as per diem if they have to stay the night. But we are working with Malheur County on that project as well, so they will be doing.
Okay.
Yeah, and then UPR&R, we will recommend going with Blue Mountain Applicators at $92 an hour, and they do not have an equipment fee for that one. So, yeah. No, he will take his UTV out there.
Oh, but he didn't include that his rate isn't.
No equipment fee on that.
Okay.
It's just $92 an hour for applicator per that one.
So on the Southern Baker County inventory, Ariel, Leading Edge at 1,300, and then Joe Hill, at less than that. And then some of the other at less than that. Can you explain that?
Yeah, so on the far right, I put some notes. Joe Hill came in, they thought it was a treatment, not an inventory. So they did for a fixed air wing, and their contractor cannot carry another person with them. And then McCarty Corp, he submitted for a computer in himself to do inventorying sitting in the helicopter, not a helicopter flying.
Well, that doesn't work.
Yeah, I did clarify that with them just to make sure. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll move to recommend the recommendations from the weed department on the 8 projects for the contractors.
Okay, and I do have the contracts for them for signature. I'll just hand them to Heidi.
Can we do them as a block or do we need to do them individually?
I think they're all individual.
So
And they have to be signed individual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have all individuals.
so you have to do each one of these individuals. You can't do it.
No, for signing.
Oh, for signing. I'm gonna say for the motion.
So you're gonna have to,
I'm panicking.
I think, did I second? I'll second if I didn't.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
There we go.
Seeing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye, motion carries.
Okay. So, yeah, whatever you need, and if there's just one signature or 3, then
Whoever wants to sign
it's all 3.
it. You guys all can if you want to. I only have
Is
one
it
line.
just one? Okay, no,
Chair Alderson gets
we're
to do
fine
it.
with.
Whatever you want to do.
Sure, I'll
I
listen.
have no skin in the
I got a
game.
new
We can
pen.
read his signature. You can't read Christina's or mine.
Well, that's good to hear. 'Cause well, my signature has improved since I took this job, so
Mine's
that's,
not good.
that's good.
And I want to thank you for the clarity in
Yes.
all of this. It
Yes.
really is.
Yeah,
Even though I had a question off of the other, the one
But
side
no,
that I
it's-
didn't, but
It makes sense. It
very
makes more
clear.
sense after you talk to it and then you see it in writing.
Mhm.
So thank you.
Yeah,
no, I appreciate
problem.
that.
Grew up
All
with
right.
that. So. The next one is the herbicide bid. We came in last time and it was approved to use Orion Companies as our herbicide distributor. However, after we went through that, we did have a clerical error be pointed out to us, as well as Orion Companies came back and did state that they were unable to offer Cimarron Plus at $6 an ounce, they had to move it up to 722, which is the state rate. Nobody can go below that. So when I provided you with a new spreadsheet, when that fixes it, it flips it in Nutrien from Portland's favor with $421 difference. So
That it's going to cost you 421 or it's 421 less.
less,
actually.
it just changes it. So Nutrien becomes less than Orion.
The reason I'm banking on going with Nutrien instead of Orion is because you didn't have the levy this time, you need all the money that you can get. And that's why I'm saying that I think you should go with the lower bid.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We are working on grants and stuff, so that's where our money is coming from. I budgeted, I believe, either 25 or 35 in between there. It kind of depends on what project you're working in per acre. So in our agreements as well. So we're working on fixed. All of this herbicide will be billed out to whatever project it goes. It does not, I do not, incur that cost, but yeah, so.
Part of the project cost. And you have chosen Nutrien this time as the provider.
They came in lower
Yep, they did.
after the fixes, but
No, that's good.
Make your apologies to Orion, but.
And
I
you
think
did.
that- I think
And
we
you
need to go
talked,
with Nutrien.
well, you spoke with me on the phone, you talked to Kim, and this was the appropriate way to go back and fix the error. Okay.
Well, yeah, and when she came in before, it was Orion was,
well.
was a better
Yeah.
deal. So, no, and sometimes we have to do this.
I just think it's
in
prudent
a
that,
couple weeks.
in this day and age, we need to save the money we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve. So does this need to be actually amended or it's a new, because we did decide
It's
before
amendment of the original one. But we're going with a whole different.
amendment
companies.
to the, yeah, it's because we approved it a couple weeks ago for
I think it
Orion.
would be all new,
It would just
because
be,
it's, yeah,
Probably best to just do a new motion.
Yeah.
And just make it clear that it's replacing the prior,
Oh, there you go.
from
Replace-
April 2nd.
yeah.
Replace.
It was April 2nd. that you did. Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the weed department herbicide purchase agreement with Nutrien for a total of $81,966.44.
I think last time we just said 80,000.
Okay,
it's, yeah, because it's up to
Up to
80,000.
80,000.
That's the budget.
and this is amending the April 2nd approval
I
of
thought we were doing
the
a whole
herb.
new.
Replace
Oh,
it.
oh, okay, this is a replacement of the April 2nd decision using Orion, Orion.
I'll second that. I'll
Orion.
second that.
You got it?
And my time going up in Joseph, it was in their price, we want the time. But it means elk. Oops. Some people say Wapiti.
Do I have a motion and a second? Is
Yes.
that right?
Yep.
Any further discussion?
Nope.
All right, seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Okay.
We have Angela.
To set the stage. Ha,
Set the stage.
Desi.
ha, ha.
I got that.
I was
That was
gonna let her
fun.
know she probably could get those papers today, but
The what one?
I was gonna let her know she could probably get those papers today if she needed. but-
Did
Okay.
she have to work?
Yeah,
Did she leave you?
I'm sorry, what?
Did she
for
leave you the
signatures
contract?
on the
Yeah.
contractors.
You've got them, right? Okay, yeah, we're good. All right. Angela, you're up.
Okay,
How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so we are trying to get a stage verified. So you have two contracts in front of you. We sent out other emails to any other company and nobody responded. So we only have two contracts to look at. The first one I'll go through is Rocky Mountain Audio. And their contract total invoice is for $89.50. And that comes with a stage the size of a 24 foot by 24 foot, And it comes with 2 technicians to help run it. To add 2 more technicians, which we will need, they're $1,500 a piece, so that's an additional $3,000. So if you add that to the contract, it's actually $11,950. And then we have Flip Flop Productions, and their contract is for $15,882. If we provide 4 to 6 volunteers to set up and take down, they'll take off $2,500, which makes it $13,382. And this contract comes with 4 technicians already, and the stage is 32 foot by 24 foot. So the stage is bigger, which we would prefer. And then there's pictures, I think, attached to both that you guys got. And Flip Flop has the capability of hanging banners on the back and on the front, and Rocky Mountain does not. So when you take off the volunteer hours and add the 2 technicians to Rocky Mountain, the difference is actually $1,432. And the Fair Board has approved or moved forward that we could use Flip Flop because their stage is bigger. They come with more people. They're also going to come over in May with no additional expense and take a look at our grounds and just make sure that their stage will be placed in the right spot. And so they'll do a run through without costing us any more money. So for us and for the Fair Board, they think Flip Flop would be a better, even though it's $1,000 more. They just bring more
Angela-
experience and more people, and they're willing to do more backup if you need it.
They're doing the sound and the stage. Is that what I'm reading here?
Correct. All of it.
Okay. So you get a sound tech, stage tech, and a couple others,
Yes.
and that's for the whole thing.
That's for the whole thing. That's the hotel rooms. That's for them to be there.
Oh, I got it on the second page. You
And
better do.
if we had Rocky Mountain, then we also had to hire a stage
Right.
manager ourselves
Right.
because they don't provide that.
If you got that inclusive, you better go with that.
Didn't we use Rocky Mountain last year or last 2 years at the fair?
We used them last year at the fair, and that is because they charged us, I want to say $3,500, but they bring the stage, drop it off, and we don't have any technicians or anything that come with it.
Yeah.
And we didn't have any lights. We don't have any sound system. We don't have anything, just the stage.
Just for that amount, but it was just, I think that Flip Flop would be easier to deal with.
Because musicians were setting up their
Yeah.
own thing
Yeah.
and.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Flip Flop has worked with half of our artists already in the past on different venues that they've done. So they are confident that they know what they're doing and how to set up for each artist and who needs to be set up first and all the work throughs.
Okay. I'll make
And
a
it looks
motion.
like you've got it in the budget line. that
Yes,
It's, everything is good to
We
go
did.
there.
they did.
Okay.
They did.
They did.
They did. I have to keep reminding myself it's
Yes.
them. I'll make a motion to go with Flip Flop Productions for the stage for the Summer Jam. For the costs would be the $13,382.
Correct.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. I think that's gonna be the best. Angela, that's a good pick.
Thank
So-
you. We think that will help us the most. So
Did you do pre-sales or?
we've started pre-sales, and the first month was pretty good. The last couple weeks have been a little slow, but in society, everybody is last minute, so we're not too worried. We have quite a few sponsor or companies that have already said they would sponsor. I think we have 8,000 to 10,000 that's already been submitted.
What are
So,
the dates?
August 22nd and 23rd.
That Friday, Saturday, or, okay,
Yeah, Friday, Saturday.
okay.
It's gonna be a good time.
I'm looking forward to it. It's, I was looking at the roster from last meeting, I guess it would have been, and it's, several of the same acts that are heading over for, what do they call it, Jackalope or?
Yes.
Jack Jamboree and Whiskey Fest. So we've got a good group.
Thank you.
All right, that's that.
Thank you.
I think that's it.
Thanks, Angela.
Hey, thank you. Is that all for contract review board, or do we
Yeah.
need to do?
Yep.
I will close contract review board. Are we good to go on to classification approval?
Yep.
Okay, come on up, sir.
So you have in front of you the sergeant's position for the jail. In the past, we've had a corrections sergeant. We have not had that position in quite a while. Working with Heidi, just wanted you to review this and approve it or recognize it within the new county pay scale.
Oh, okay.
So is this a replacement or is this just a new category? I mean, just a new position?
So
you're gonna move
we're
someone-
operating right now without a jail lieutenant.
Okay,
Due to lack of applications, I'm gonna open the sergeant position so we can mentor up to that lieutenant position, but I don't have any qualified applicants for the lieutenant position.
But this will put it in place with the wage.
Yeah, the sergeant's position is less duties than the lieutenant position
Okay,
per se. And so we can mentor this person up to that lieutenant position. I'm not doing away with the lieutenant position, but I'm gonna take the baby steps to get there. We're just not jumping to it.
so it's not really.
Sometimes you
adding a
got to build
person.
your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you're not adding a person, you're just reclassifying. a job. Okay,
Correct.
got it.
Okay. Yeah, we can.
I will make a motion to approve the corrections sergeant range of 16 for the sheriff's department.
I will second it.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
I
Motion carries. Are we just, where am I at? Are we
This is a-
discussing the amended
this is
ordinance for the park?
this is a discussion, hopefully, that you had a chance to read it.
Mhm.
I just had one question. So we crossed out Fizz Springs in one place and then we didn't add it back in?
It's because it doesn't matter if people overnight camp there.
Oh, you don't care?
No.
Okay, okay.
I told her, I said, shoot, I'd be in violation.
Well, I mean, I just didn't know if we needed to have it because everything else was listed out except for that one.
Yeah, Fizz Spring is one place that you head up that Forest Road and we have property on the left and Fizz on the right if you're going up from Newbridge. And on the left, that's a regular camping spot, it's just a dry camping spot. There's a fire pit there and everything. And we have images from satellite showing tents up by Fizz Spring. And I mean, there hasn't been anything in there. There's, I mean, the most damage was by cows in there.
Okay.
So I saw
Okay.
that as unnecessary.
Okay, all right.
I read through it and I had a couple questions and then I read through it again and answered them. So
The only thing, if we're gonna take it out of that, I'm sorry for interrupting, but should we put it in overnight camping? Just as just a listing, so we don't have somebody just camping out there for 3 months?
Well, it doesn't have, so the regulations and prohibitions for overnight camping in Hewitt and Holcomb is different than if people just dry camp in Fizz. There's no
Yeah.
fee, there's no nothing related to the same things that Hewitt and Holcomb and approved. Yeah,
would it stand with the 14-day Forest Service federal thing, or
That's kind of where it's going. with that,
well,
so.
so then,
what are your thoughts, Sheriff?
no, we,
Talk
so
about Fizz Springs,
but this is, so we just, okay, the camping on, or, we just did that ordinance for camping on county property, because this is parks
Oh.
property. This is an ordinance because it is parks property, that is covered,
so it is covered under the other one.
it's covered, if any, I guess we have protections. if
I just
anybody
don't want somebody
stays,
camping up there for
yeah,
three months.
if anybody stays longer, than that,
Should we put that in?
So
but it doesn't fit in with the Hewitt and Holcomb.
Well, no, but if you could
regulations
just
and-
come up with another B.
Cause it's just dry camping. It's
Have
allowed.
another,
And I can sure do that.
do you see what I, you see what I'm trying to
I do, and honestly, hopefully within 2 years, I'll be sitting here saying, hey, we have the vault toilet put in.
Right.
We're gonna open this up to camping. You know, please bless
Yeah.
me with that. Right now, people just pull in there and park, especially during hunting season.
Yeah, I just didn't want somebody just
Yeah,
making it their own little garbage dump.
so then maybe we should add on B, overnight camping, all other parks, and then do a B1, Fifth
Maybe that would
Spring.
work.
Fifth
Yeah, I
Spring
would-
allows, and then the, or something like that, all other parks, and then B1 would be Fizz.
I could do that.
Okay, that might be the easiest.
Recommended a number of days maximum, 14.
Well, in here,
So I have. 21 in
well,
the
you have
parks.
21, but 14 is for service.
Is Forest Service.
Is Forest Service. And actually, a lot of people go for the exemption on that. We have a whole crew that comes in for 30 days or more. I don't want them at Fizz Springs for 30 days. I
No.
just can't see
I
anything.
think the 14 days would be good.
I
Okay.
think that'd be fine.
Let's add that in for 14 days
I like that
max.
idea. I didn't even think about
And
that.
Well, I just,
And it looked like you moved, that fence will not be staked down to the concrete
to the asphalt.
or to the asphalt from one part to the other.
What, where are you?
I'm sorry.
If you're tent camping on the asphalt,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't put
you
tent.
cannot stay
Yeah.
indoor.
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm really against that.
Oh,
Right.
and believe it or not, people
People try
try, and it's just infuriating.
Yeah.
So that's been in there
Okay.
the whole time.
I saw
Um,
somewhere it was crossed out, but then
And
moved
they
towards
like,
the back.
you know, they wanna fuss with us over it, but there's
Bring it
no
on.
wavering. We aren't allowing people to put tents on the grass at Holcomb because it's so labor intensive to keep it green.
Mhm.
And people like that green grass at Holcomb.
Mhm.
So no more tents. They can park their tent on the asphalt or in the pea gravel there
Yeah.
at Holcomb, or actually go to the tent area if they want a tent on grass.
Sure.
That's one thing I had.
Okay, so what, you did say I added the wigwam on here, that was the main purpose of this.
Well, and taking
And
off.
then, and taking off Eagle Creek. I would like permission to allow vendors to come into our parks and be able to set up and serve a sandwich or a cup of coffee or something.
Food vendors, limited
Food-
to
food-
food vendors.
Food vendors. We haven't done it in the past. I think. I
Would you
think we
charge them
need
a
to-
fee?
I absolutely will charge them a fee. But I also think that it binds us to the community a little better.
I think it's very good.
And
Especially when she already has an event out there, like the kayak or something like that, and tell me about that, what
Yeah.
they wanna do.
so the kayakers, prior to their event, would like to do a tackle fishing equipment
Like a swap meet.
swap or fleet, I don't know what to call it. They called it a swap, but I think there's gonna be transactions. I would like that to be approved because I think the community can get into that. and I think people will come out
So
for it.
did we put that in there that
I
that's?
know, it would be, I would classify that as just a vendor. I didn't put it in the ordinance because it's a one-time, we're gonna try it 1 year and then. See, we'll have to, as per our insurance, write like a form.
I would have
or-
them bring their insurance.
They have to prove insurance to me.
Yes,
So
yes.
I have that for events anyway.
Yeah.
So do you have a copy of the event? And so there already exists an event application and permit, and then there also already exists an event application checklist. And I think because this,
Evidently
I
didn't
mean,
print that off.
there's something real similar in here, and I think that she could probably just amend
That, yeah,
the event / vendor and combine it in there, because a lot of what you said and that what we went over previously would fit right in with a vendor as well as an event.
Absolutely, I think so.
So You don't have a copy of
I
of
forgot to
that,
print that. I just printed the agreement.
Okay. but you did receive it in
Yeah,
that
And
email.
I did.
And
It's-
I did redline it for you guys so you could see where the changes were,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Um, So the permitting part is kind of vendor in there, I think, for the event. I think-
It's,
I
I think it would
it's
work.
gonna be kind of exciting to be able to do this.
because right now it says event name, I mean, or even just go off of this one
Yep.
and just change it per vendor application
Yep.
so that they were very similar.
Absolutely.
You know, it doesn't have to be the same one. But this event one covers so much.
And I dropped the number to qualify as an event from 45 to 25. Because we get groups in there that are well over 25 that a group causes more work than a non-group because they're in a concentrated gob.
It does. I mean, how many people during the fish with the sheriff's?
They
No.
very rarely come out of the park.
Oh,
I wish they would, but they don't.
oh,
But like our kayakers, we'll see 200 people.
Yeah.
And then all the wiki-loos that come down through there too. And that's coming up May 17th.
and then you have, so I was out at the parks in your office when you had a fella call and he wants a fishing tournament out of there in July or something,
So
June.
a local bass
Mhm.
group has asked for 2 tournaments. We'll have between 6 and 12 participants, so small yet, because they're new too. But want to be happening in July and want to happen in August or thereabouts. So we are building our reputation coming up for people to want to do that.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if you just add like a number 7 and put vendors with
To
permission.
the
Under-
ordinance.
Yeah, under,
Probably should.
under K for events, and then just put 7 vendors and some kind of wording in there that we can, so somebody can't come back to you and say, it doesn't say you can do vendors. I just,
I would just put a standalone line in there.
oh, okay, just that vendors,
I
would-
couldn't find it. I have a couple of pages flipped from H to L.
so anyway, I'm just thinking, if you just put something in there about vendors, then nobody can come back and say,
But remember, we had one of the religious organizations want to do
Yeah.
stuff in there, and I said, right,
And I dropped that on your lap. Because as per our ordinance, the way it was up to the commissioners at that
Right.
point. And
oh, and
that's-
I like that.
And that's
Go back
another
to
reason
that.
I kicked it back to me, because otherwise I'm gonna be in here all the time visiting with you.
because I think the way I left it was, yeah, you probably can't set up a table and hand out, but if your church group wants to show up and while they're there, that's none of my business.
Well,
So,
yeah, and
if you want to come and do a service at the park.
wouldn't that be
as a day
fun
use,
out in Elk Park on a Sunday
Yeah.
morning? You
And
know?
I've been encouraging that. I
And,
really would love
or
that.
yoga on a Saturday morning out in Elk Park?
Or church on a Saturday morning.
Or church on a Saturday morning out in Elk Park? Yeah, so there's I think that there's a lot of benefits to adding vendors
Move
and.
the Adventists from one end of town to the other.
What day is the Easter egg hunt on Sunday
This
or
Saturday,
Saturday?
and I gave
Saturday.
you the,
I see that.
Yes,
the newspaper article on that.
nice.
And I want to be so positive about this, and truly, from my heart, I am. I have 10 people with reservations now in Holcomb Park that we're gonna have to work around. And I have 3 over in the tent area. I knew we were gonna come to this place eventually. And this is the first year I've had reserved campers or tenters in an area where they're doing the Easter egg hunt.
Oops.
So this, I don't
work
want to
around it.
make this the final year for Easter egg hunting at the park,
But
but
they,
I've got to have the income from those campers too.
and for a long time, they said they weren't gonna have it, and then up to what, 2 weeks ago, they said,
Yeah,
yeah,
2 weeks ago,
we'll-
they decided they
We'll
would.
have it, so, you know, what I mean, the
They could,
reservations
Like how
come
they
in
do it down.
at Hewitt in the new tent area or something like
No,
that.
I have tenters.
Oh,
Oh,
And I knew we were kind of, because that's where they'd been doing it, is in the tent area. And I knew we were going to come to the point where we were going to have tenters in that area when they're trying to hunt eggs. I do this year. And now I have a bunch of people in Holcomb too. So this would be a discussion for later. We can pull it off this year.
Yeah.
But it may come the time when they have to move it like to the Eagle Range.
That's what I was thinking
Park.
about down.
Mm.
And I hate to
On
do
the
that.
west side of
Not the fish station area.
Yeah, let's not play in that. No, in town.
town. Yeah.
So, but this is, it is a great
Yeah.
problem to have.
Yeah.
It is awesome for us to be sitting here having this discussion, but.
Mm.
And then you'll see, I also included our wigwam cleanup day.
Yeah,
People have been pretty revved up about that.
I saw the chamber send it, the Hells Canyon Chamber
Oh,
sent it
they-
out, a revised edition.
This, they wanted to do their own. It's okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Um,
It's fine.
No, and so you contacted the groups, the
the
two
groups
youth
have been
groups.
contacted.
Looks like the
Yep.
chamber's been contacted.
So anyway, you guys are welcome to
Yay.
come out, have a weenie.
Oh, and I am gonna drag the Jeep barbecue out. We're gonna do
Okay.
barbecue.
I think I've got MasterCard. Is that paper?
I do have people from our new parks board that want to come.
Nice.
Good.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Right, congratulations to us.
Shannon
Good
Downey
deal.
said she'll be out there, so.
Good.
So I
So no
think,
motion, just a.
is that
just-
Saturday?
It's
Yeah,
Sa-
Saturday the
It's Saturday,
26th.
so the next 2 Saturdays will be events.
when do you get out of church on Saturday?
Usually at noon.
Okay,
26 is Addie's birthday.
oh.
We'll take her out there
So-
for a birthday picnic.
And you
And-
could come hunt Easter eggs or something.
But I'm gonna see what I can do to get out for these right now.
It's kind of fun because we end up with a whole lot of very small cowboys and cowgirls in their boots and hats out there hunting eggs. It is a riot.
Got your eggs in the hat.
It
So
is
fun.
right. I will make the change to the ordinance. Was there other concerns with that? I
Make
mean,
the change and send it out to the
Yeah.
three of us and we'll doodle around on it. And then before the final, we'll have Kim take a peek at it and then we'll whack a gavel at it and try to get it done pretty quick.
Thank you.
Do you want mine with the notes on it?
Yeah,
Who's gonna read them to her?
So we
I
don't,
can read.
so we don't have a meeting until. Meeting's May, I mean, with that special session,
What?
What special
No,
session?
we don't.
the 21st.
We do?
Sorry, what?
Do we have a special session on the 21st? On
For?
that Monday?
For the rock session.
Oh,
Oh. Noodle.
This is why I have this. So technically, we don't have another meeting, regular commission meeting until May 7th.
That's all
That
right.
works? Okay.
We're gonna be okay. This
Okay.
was not an emergency. I just want to get it done before summer hits.
Yeah, well, yeah, because Wigwam is not exactly up for,
I just want to get cleaned up.
But
so
yeah,
we pull
since it's
some
ours, I
insurance
don't want
Issues off of that property.
so we can't have, so we have to have public hearing too, when we get to the point that it's
designated.
designated. No, the ordinance is good for change. Do
Oh,
we have to
sure.
have a public hearing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they typically take effect 90 days after adoption.
So
Okay,
during the
emergency.
special session, if Donnie does give us proofs, could we discuss it at that time so that next regular session, we could have it as a public hearing?
I have to verify the time frame, but I think I could probably get it posted,
Oh, because of it, it'd be too tight within a week.
maybe.
Okay.
We can,
It's a possibility.
It's
we
not a
can look at the
problem.
changes.
Yeah, 'cause we're looking at-
And then, okay, to send to Kim and then send to
That's
session.
pretty tight.
And we
Yeah.
actually had an emergency clause on it last time, so it became effective immediately
Okay,
in the
okay.
actual ordinance. So what you looked at was probably the exhibit A mostly, but we do
Okay.
have the ordinance itself.
Okay. And we can make an emergency. so
And
it's
it has
effective.
the final section 5 is an emergency clause.
So, okay.
And can I add, if you're going to be adding fees, just make sure you get them to on your fee schedule. For
Oh,
when you get that
Mhm.
adopted.
So we have a special session on 23rd.
I think it was the 21st at 11 a.m.
The 21st, oh, because it's on a Monday. That's
Yes.
what threw me. I was
This is
like,
fun
wait a
one.
second. Okay,
That's next Monday, right?
It is.
the Monday, the 21st, yeah, okay. I was looking at the 23rd.
And on the fees, I was gonna just do something really low this first year, like the day pass fee of $5. Commissioner Witham thought maybe it should be a little
No more than that.
higher.
More, yes,
A little higher.
Shoot,
Yes.
shoot a number
For-
to me,
for
yeah, for the vendors, because they will be,
because it's gonna add garbage,
Well, yeah.
labor,
and
And they're making money.
Electricity.
and
They're
and electricity,
probably like 25.
at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying 25 or 50.
I don't.
If they
wanna-
want electricity and all that stuff, I'd say 50. If they
I
don't want
would too.
electricity, 25.
And
Okay.
because you're also talking about filling up
A space.
and your dumpster too.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
do, I will have.
Potentially.
the
If it's
dumpsters.
food stuff, yeah.
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 So wouldn't
Because
you
they don't
lean
take
more
it.
towards 50?
Well, I think,
25
35 and 50. 35 without electricity, 50 with,
with,
Okay.
just throwing that out.
and then that'll cover
sold
some of
American.
the fees
Well,
that,
Kind of per day fees,
If somebody is
like what we do
doing
at the fair.
food, they're guaranteed to need electricity.
Not necessarily.
no, they can run off of
Propane and a
Propane.
generator.
Propane.
a
Generator.
generator.
They do it a lot. They,
Well, yeah, I guess so.
because where you can put
Yeah.
them.
So on the hillside in those upper two sites we have,
Okay.
they have electricity.
There is
and
electricity.
water,
Okay, that's what.
And no one
okay.
ever wants them. I mean,
No.
they're kind of in a bad, besides being tilted like this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, I didn't realize there was electricity up there, so.
There is,
Okay.
yeah.
I 35 and 50. That's just, I'm picking that out of my hat.
Yeah. Yeah,
Very
let's do
good.
that.
So, yeah,
We're
send
all
that
about
and-
making money, Donnie.
I'm trying,
If we add a fee to the park like that, do we
Next
just
week.
hold on to it to the next fee schedule?
That'll be
So
July.
we're allowed to make changes to the fee schedule only twice per calendar year. So we did, typically, we try and aim for the middle of the year, because we do it
January,
beginning of the
July.
year and then
Okay.
we could do it maybe in the middle of the year, but yeah, it would still need to go through the public hearing process and, you know, something too is if your Parks Board wants to weigh in and make a recommendation.
Oh, that's
on
true.
this, too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We haven't had one for so long. We hadn't thought of that, but you're right. Thank you.
So maybe time that with the ordinance and if we had to do public hearing for both the ordinance and the fee schedule.
that would give a heads up to the other departments if they wanted to mess with some of their fees too.
You're
we
kind
don't-
of, you're kind of
Yeah.
wanting to
You're
just,
saying,
Well,
It's usually
July
January, July.
would be better.
Yeah.
Kinda
That's-
busy right now.
That's the end of our park
that's,
season.
yeah, so how's that gonna work for her to have those vendor fees? For people wanting to come in for this season,
Do you put it
because
in that, do you put it in the ordinance?
Sorry, what?
Can you put it in the ordinance and with that?
No, but then-
That's
You
have
still
to
have to do the
change
fee
it if-
schedule. You still have to do the fee schedule.
yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to do a trial?
Donation?
Do we want to do a trial year or a donation or the
We do a
day
donation?
use or?
Just throw this out there. I don't know. Don't know the rules on that.
yeah, vendors are,
well, let's just
are
do
ready to get
let's
down
just
there.
do the
for the season.
language and then we'll run through the legal stuff
In July. And
as
we'll
it
get
comes
figured out.
up. And once we get the ordinance and the Parks Board squared away, then we'll just figure out how we, you know, if we can't do the
And
fee
maybe you do
schedule,
it for the first year just to get people going and coming and
That's kind of
and
what I
helping.
thought.
yeah.
Until I hadn't thought about the fee schedule.
And
A suggested donation of,
We could do a suggested donation
and
and
I
then,
like that.
but, and then we'll just do, the next year, we'll just do, in July, we'll just make sure that those fees are added. And then it also gets people down there to see if it's gonna be worth their while
That's-
for the first year.
So last year I offered to put on the back, because I hand everybody a receipt, as probably all you guys know. So you get your receipt, but on the back of it, I was gonna put, because I can run the paper through again, just like a coupon or something for the different local businesses last year. Not a single one took me up on that offer.
Okay.
Well,
So,
Well,
so,
it might have got people down there and they just didn't use the coupons.
well, there wasn't any to put on there.
Oh, there wasn't any.
No,
Nobody
none of the
wanted, oh.
Businesses responded to me.
Huh.
So I thought this year.
You've got new owners of some businesses down there too. And
We do
so,
some, but this would give the chance to get the word out with the vendors and.
Yeah.
Maybe get them a little more revved up. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll make the changes. I appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions?
No, all just,
just causing enough hate and discontent or
You're
something.
not causing hate and discontent, Michelle, you're not. So this week I am changing to my park schedule, so I'll be Tuesday through Saturday.
okay.
So you will notice on my timesheet that there's some wonky hours, because Shelley said, just put what you're there and it'd be over the next one and under this one, and I'm
Okay.
gonna see some wonky hours.
All right. I'll be watching for your wonky hours.
Thank you, folks.
Hey, thank you.
Got to get out there and see what Knife River completed last week too.
Yeah, I want to take a look. Let's go on to documents to be signed. This will be order number 2025-121, appointing Kathy Pointer to the Transportation Advisory Committee, which I think is a good idea.
I'll move to approve order number 2025-121 to appoint Kathy Pointer to the Transportation Advisory Committee for a term to expire May 1st, 2028.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next up, financial reports. You got your copy?
I do.
Good.
I'll move to approve accounts payable report C15 and payroll AP reports. HDC 17, HR C73, PRC 74, and PRC 75, and the March financial report.
I think that was PRC 73. I think you said HR.
I have an HD PR,
HD
C17, PRC 73,
Okay.
PRC 74, PRC 75.
Yeah.
Yep.
I might have said HR. Now that you say that, I might have said that.
I think you did.
Sorry.
That's okay. I only caught Bruce once.
Well, HR, PR.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Okay. Going back to.
Commissioner
the-
updates?
Yeah, going back to the IGA.
So it's
Tara and
not-
I discussed you, if you can come up here, I just wanted
So-
her,
So, because my question, because I sent you just a little note, so it's not your software that works with them, it's the assessor
Assessors.
software that's not working for them.
right,
So,
information from the assessor can no longer be straight uploaded.
well,
We have
so I didn't
been-
understand that whole process of how
Yeah.
she worded that. So,
So I think I sent that to Carrie and
Oh, you did?
to
Okay, good.
Sean.
Okay.
Right after, as they were leaving, I forwarded it to them, so I think that that's gonna be a
and you have a
conversation.
copy as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's gonna be a conversation with them on that portion of this IGA. And then there's a few other points that Tara made when I was discussing this with her yesterday. And I can just go through them, and I think you have them highlighted as well. Do you have anything before A2? The
No,
enforcement
there's a little
piece?
word I want to add in there, but no, like major things.
Okay, because it's for enforcement of the building code, so that one is good. Okay, so what is your, go ahead and just give us the ones that you're concerned.
Yeah, I think the third whereas statement is based on their previous code to what they're proposing now, which I just want to caveat this is the first time I've seen this week is when it was forwarded to
Yeah.
me.
And
I
I
have had
haven't.
no previous conversations with anybody about.
Oh, so you haven't talked to Don at all about this?
No,
or Barry?
this
It
is-
Okay.
was, it was
This is
sent to
brand
me.
new.
And you too, I guess.
It came in
Yeah.
on Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was over in Salem, and so I haven't read through the whole thing
I was just gonna rely
with
on.
scrutiny.
Yeah.
But then I forwarded it on to
Yeah.
the
Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah, so I've looked at it. What I'd like to do is have more of a staff to staff level discussion on the ins and outs and the meaning of some of the stuff that's in here.
Okay,
It's pretty close to what they had before, which they're the building official for the entire county, regardless of city line jurisdictions, things like
Yeah.
that. But I would like to have more staff level discussions before something, a decision's made on this. But two of my, I guess, biggest concerns is on the back, B number 3 and 4.
Mhm.
Number 3 is I'm not sure what transparency of any changes to the county process that could create delays to construction.
What would that mean?
I don't know what that means.
Okay,
yeah,
because I had that as a question too, so, because I'm going,
Yeah, I don't know.
because that's not covered in your agreement, the planning department agreement either. I mean, that's not really
No, and this is completely,
different.
this
Yeah.
is a completely separate thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just don't know
Mhm.
the meaning behind that. And then I know you guys talked with the assessor's office, but the whole financial support section, I don't know who they're wanting to pay for that. I mean, to me, it's not specific to planning as far
Right.
as coming out of a planning budget. So just
Mhm.
clarification on that. And then, talking to them too about options for getting the ownership information, because I don't know if they're, I
right.
don't know what the process is
I think
right
there's
now.
still quite a bit of work. to do on it.
There, there is, and it also states on that same one on 4, for financial support on A7 on the front, it states no cost to the county. A7 to provide these services for the county at no cost to the county.
And so we were working with the other agreement. So right now, they did up the amount that they are paying into for reimbursement of FTE. They did up,
Mhm.
but it's not to the amount that we feel is to FTE.
And that's a different IGA.
Yeah. It
That's-
is. I'm
that's-
just saying, we're asking here and then we're turning around and wanting money from them too. And so,
Yeah, between both of them, I think that we need to look at
Yeah,
both of them, not just one at this point.
right, yeah.
so do
I think
you
what
want to
we-
work with Dawn? Or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't talked to them. I was in a city department head meeting this morning and this wasn't brought up at all, but I also wasn't on the original mailing list.
Yeah,
so-
she sent it just to the 3 of us.
That's what I thought. Okay.
So, yeah, I would like to do some more work
Yeah,
and see if it's an amendment to the original code, like see how that all works.
right.
And
yeah.
then bring it back to you guys once we have a
I need-
more
I need to read through it.
solid
Okay.
thing, because I would like to talk through some of the items with the city.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna have to come at it from. a
But I'm gonna
different
also
angle.
ask at County College about how that process works of how
I
information
think,
is, how that information is, from the assessor's office to the, building department, how that works. I'm just gonna figure out.
see if anybody has a different streamlining,
Yeah.
for
Because
it.
there's several county administrators that should know a little bit about that.
Mhm.
And so we'll
Well,
see.
even the assessors.
Some assessors in there.
And is
But-
this situation unique to Baker County where we have the building department and
And the
the
planning-
code
okay.
and the permits and everything, and we have the planning department at the county, it-
When are you?
from the other,
Or next county college?
I'm
is-
leaving as soon as
She's
this meeting's
leaving.
over.
Okay, in Salem?
yeah, she gets to go
While
to
you're
state
over there,
hospital.
you could stick your head into the Assessors Association
True.
At
in your
AOC.
spare time. It's in Salem somewhere. there,
They
but
can,
in the
AOC
bottom.
can assist you with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
well,
can
yeah,
just
well,
get-
yeah, talk to,
Yeah. I'll talk to Brandon. or
Right,
Jessica, and-
right.
Right, Brandon.
Yeah.
So.
So
okay.
yes, if you want to follow through with that, and then I'm sure that.
And I'll find
Commissioner
out. I'll let you know
Caseberg-
whatever I find out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See if
Okay.
we-
She's
if
there
somebody
all
has a
week.
better
or
plan,
all
then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday.
I'll do some work. I might even use Kim to make sure that.
Yep.
The language and all that, but
Yep.
yeah, I'd like a little more
Mhm.
dialogue between.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
City before this.
I'm disappointed they didn't bring you into it first.
I am.
And the
too.
assessor, since
And
it
Carrie's-
does directly,
It sounded like maybe she talked to Carrie and Carrie said, we're gonna do it this way. So maybe that's why it came. this way.
Right, yeah.
it sounded like they didn't have a lot of heads up on
Uh-uh.
that portion of it.
No,
so.
so anyway, okay.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
thank you.
Go ahead, I gotta bring mine up.
I can start actually. on the 11th, I went over to LeGrand and testified at Ways and Means on behalf of the Pine Eagle School District, asking for, what is it, $876,000 for housing build over there for teacher housing. And that went really well. There was a dinner after. I was able to speak with some of the other members of that committee and kind of highlight the need there. So I think there's a good chance that that will come through for them. And then the next day I left for Salem and I had my public safety, Veterans and Public Safety Committee, and it was my turn to do the report out. And also the Senate honored the Association of Oregon Counties in the beginning of the session Monday. So several of us, I was there for Baker County, and there was quite a few commissioners there for that. It was good.
I did not tune in.
I texted you to see if you were doing.
I followed up after with Mallory's follow-up yesterday.
I texted you to ask if you were doing natural resources because I
Mm-mm.
ran over to the Capitol.
I didn't get that one. I did the follow-up call at 3:00, but
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
So while I was there, of course, we did the legislative meetings and the updates, and I stole Commissioner Thompson's script. HB 2089, which is a bill addressing solutions for the foreclosure surplus Supreme Court decision. Negotiations are almost complete, and AOC staff will be meeting with stakeholders and Rep. Emerson Levy today, Tuesday, it would have been last Tuesday, to discuss final changes to the bill. One last amendment is expected to address the remaining priority concerns of the counties and should be expected by late April.
For the foreclosure.
Yeah. SB 179, SB 179, which is the bill addressing recreational immunity for public lands. This bill passed the Senate floor unanimously
just go from
and
the
is
house.
in the House chamber now, waiting to be deliberated.
Yay.
So I think we're good there.
And then originally they said it was dead. And
I
then it
know,
Mhm.
I
raised
know.
it.
And I
It came
kept
back
on
up.
seeing that it was
Yeah.
going forward,
Yeah.
so.
SB 65-1, which was a bill that would have allowed a private right action for Oregonians to bring lawsuits against public bodies for alleged violations of any rights, statutes, or administrative rules that flow from or are argued by Article 1 of the Oregon Constitution. Through a collaborative effort between AOC, LOC, and sheriff and police associations, this bill failed to meet the required legislative deadline process and will no longer be moving forward this session.
Good.
I'm afraid it may come back in short session, but for right now, it is dead. And
Anything on 3356 for the TLT funding?
I didn't
I
hear
think
anything.
it died.
Nothing. I think it's
I
still going
haven't
forward,
heard.
but
Hopefully
I
it dies.
think it came out.
Did it?
It came out of committee, but I don't think it's been heard on the floor yet. I don't
Okay.
think the House.
I know 777 is still, the Wolf bills is moving forward.
And 780's moving forward with fairgrounds. There's the three, the
780.
fairground bills, all three of those. are
I
moving
didn't-
forward.
I didn't grab the natural resources. They did move a couple more out.
I saw that.
There was one that I didn't even see, but apparently it's to allow counties to go for a bond, or not a bond, but my brain just went blank.
Vote?
A vote of the people to put wildlife services on a levy.
Yes.
So
Yep.
interesting idea.
Yes.
That would,
I don't have anything.
well,
I don't
and
think
that's the
fine.
thing. I
I
mean,
mean, it's, yeah, that'd
it would
be,
either pass or it wouldn't, but
Yeah.
it would be
I
pretty.
just don't, I think this side will vote on it, that side will not.
and I think that was per county though.
It's per county.
But I'm saying
Yeah, it
they
would give
won't.
us.
It's gotta
for-
come
for
out, it's gotta
whole,
come out of
just
the
for-
House to do that,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's gonna,
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough support to do that.
And the other one was the per county vote, allowing per county voting on hunting with dogs
That-
for
for
cougars,
cougar. I
bears,
think
and
it
that's
was-
all.
That's on.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
because I didn't get it here.
Well, and apparently there was another one on Spring Garden yesterday.
Or day before, yeah,
Another
A
cougar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I think that was a couple days ago.
so,
okay.
hang on,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about God.
No, go ahead. I was just trying to think of any of the other, but yeah, everything is just kind of, yeah, what was it that I saw? Oh, I saw a notice that the wildfire maps may be done.
It's done.
It's
Yeah,
done.
I
I
But
mean,
did it
it's-
come out of did it come out of the Senate? It came out of the House, right?
I can't remember if it was Owens or McLean that sent it, but they said that they highlighted, or maybe it was another one of they highlighted that the wildfire maps are not going forward.
Okay, because I hadn't seen where it passed the Senate. Okay, it came out of the House correctly, but I didn't know if it. or Senate.
Oh,
It came out of the
the
first.
bill is moving forward. The maps that after the appeal and everything, I saw that maybe
Yeah,
those
that's
are,
Yeah.
that is being stopped. So we've got two things going on right there with the wildfire.
But I
map.
think
That was the
the-
other.
but I think the
one.
wildfire
I've got to
map
look
is
at
gonna-
it again. I lost
They're gonna
track.
get rid of it.
They're gonna have to go back or just totally
Yeah.
forget it.
I lost track while I was over there because I was dealing specifically on
Okay.
that stuff.
Okay.
And, so,
We talked about that on my Extension Citizen Advisory Network. We talked about the wildfire map. And I said, nothing against Oregon State, but the map was terrible. I says, you guys, you needed to do a better job of getting your documentation down because you can't just do this blanket.
There's no groundwork. Any of the groundwork, groundproofing wasn't
Yeah,
taken
there
into
wasn't.
consideration. It
And
was
so-
everything
so I
from
went there.
satellite.
I went
down.
well,
there.
how would you do the whole state? You'd have to have the.
Our county, between the planning and emergency management, ground truth. I mean, and
Well, look at
none-
my, look
it
at
was
just
not.
out where I live, you know. it's
Yeah.
stupid.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
So,
Anyway, I don't think that it's likely to succeed. But I haven't, like I said, I got, I stayed with a friend of mine, so I wasn't in a hotel where I could work like I usually do, so I'm gonna catch up.
so, do you want to do anything on your calendar up to the next meeting or
I've got,
if you want to wait, I can, or Michelle.
only thing I've got that, oh, there it is. I took my phone out of the case, now I can't find it. I do have a call scheduled with Senator Wyden. He wants to talk about healthcare. And then that's, and I've got to look because I haven't put it in my e-calendar. That's coming up next week. And then also the 23rd and then the 24th, I've got Kripa Serpata from his office coming in to speak with me.
Well,
And then she's doing other stuff on healthcare throughout the county.
okay.
And as far as other committees and stuff, I don't know. I know I missed 2 while I was gone that I'm gonna have to make up for.
Well, and EDC has moved to the 22nd, which I will not be available
Okay.
for,
I won't
but that's your committee, so.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna be ready to.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that's off the top of my head. That's all I got.
okay. Go ahead.
You want me to go ahead? So since the last meeting, I spoke to Lions last week. I had a citizens extension, the Citizen Advisory Board. And that was kind of more of our plan of what we're doing. Introducing the new provost and things like that. So went to Ways and Means. It was interesting. I thought it was really good. And then the dinner afterwards, the
Super.
networking with all the legislators, you know, it's got
Yep.
to meet people that you hadn't met before.
Yeah.
And it was really nice because it wasn't Democrat, Republican. It was just
Yep.
everybody just being there, and it was a nice venue.
Anything hosted
And the
by
T-bones were wonderful.
Oh,
Where was that
man.
at?
It's called the Barrel House next, like in Island City.
In the
so-
Grand?
Yeah, so like it's
down
next to
in
the mini
Highland
mart.
City,
Hmm.
across from like B&B Supply.
Mm,
So you have D&B, and then you have
Oh,
the mini mart,
right.
and then you have this place.
yeah.
It was great. So
Part
and
of
then
this job is following the Oregon Cattle Women's Association around because they know how to cook.
I am spoiled by beef that I get locally, and
yeah.
I do not have steak in a restaurant.
this one, these came from Country Natural Beef.
I still
Or
don't.
Painted Hills, one of the two.
It was
but-
Painted Hill.
Painted Hills.
Yeah.
Because Morgan was there. So anyway, then I attended Senator Merkley's town hall on Sunday.
Thank you for
Got to
doing that
be
for
the
me.
MC. Thank you guys for both being out of town.
mhm.
Anyway, it was good. It was nice. There was no, it was nice.
Because it was Markley and it wasn't a Republican.
Yeah.
That's
probably-
why.
Probably. So anyway, then I did all the AOC committee meetings. I had a Northeast Oregon Economic Development board training and board and curious to see how this goes forward. But I didn't see a lot coming from Baker and I got to figure out what. And so anyway, I'm working on that. So I'm working
Okay.
with Lisa on that one. We had a fair board meeting and then the museum monthly program that they did about the Air Force housing, Air Force Station was amazing. Working really closely with Christina right now on budget. We're getting really close to having a number of where we need to work with. And then I leave for County College today and I'll be back. And then I am out as soon as the special session is over on Monday. I am out till Thursday night.
Okay.
I'm going to be on the road. And we have CIS training for new supervisors kind of thing on April 30th. Heidi, do we have a lot of people signed up for that or do we know?
It's all done through CIS, so I'm not sure.
So you're not sure? Okay. I'm hoping that we do. It looks good. And that's also the same day as the Oregon Arts Coalition meeting here. So I'm going to miss that. So I already let Ginger know that I was going to miss that one. And then I do have a meeting with Master Gardeners with OSU regarding Master Gardeners to figure out if we can move that program from strictly volunteer to a small paid position. So I'm working with them on that to see if there's money.
If OSU can come up with something.
Yeah, even if, in most of the counties, in 90% of the counties, it looks like that OSU is paid by the Master Gardeners is paid by the county or the tax levy. So anyway, so I'm trying to work a deal if they could just pony up some money and if we could find a little bit of money in the OSU budget, the line item, we'll just see if we can get it. Because Mindy had volunteered for over 10 years. We've never had any cost to that program at all. And I mean, we have a couple people that might want to step up, but it's hard. There's a lot of work.
Intensive.
It is. And so anyway, so right now, Terry Carter and I have kind of been taking their lead on getting that done. So so that's what I've got going on. So
Let me see. I mentioned the Hewitt striping went on out of the parks last week. I need to get out there and see that. And then I was out of town. Let's see. Do I have this afternoon? I am touching base with Brian just because I'm going to miss the EDC and there's a few things that came up that he sent yesterday
good.
that I want to see for.
he sent us an email yesterday.
Huh?
Did he send it to everybody?
I don't know. He sent it. It's a local opportunity that he was gonna
I was traveling
touch base with me on
and
there.
I had a meeting scheduled with him. I got a meeting rescheduled, so I'll catch up with him. So
Okay.
you may not have sent it to me yet.
And then tomorrow is TLT at 9. And we have Eastern Oregon Counties Association at the same time. I will be here in TLT. I will not be on the
Okay.
EOCA.
Okay, I'm gonna
That's
try and
tomorrow.
do the EOCA. in the
TLT
morning.
is tomorrow and EOCA is tomorrow.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and be on EOC in the morning. I'm gonna try and just recap a little bit from our meeting that I took copies of our minutes from that meeting. And that would just be the recap and where we're gonna go with that, just so we can let everybody know that we did put it on the agenda with the EOC.
Okay,
I
so
will
it's
take
gonna
care of
be important that you're on the
Okay.
ELCA, and then if there's anything follow-up that I need to know, usually, they'll send it out, whatever, but,
Hopefully we get to have a full meeting.
It's just
Yeah,
is it
yeah,
just a
hopefully.
call?
Yeah.
it is,
it's just a
Awesome.
call.
it is a Zoom.
Margaret sent me
Yeah,
is it a
fine.
Zoom or a phone call?
No, it's
It's a
Zoom.
Zoom.
But you have to be included, you have to request to be put in.
Yeah.
She will
Okay.
let you in, and if you want to ask a question, you have to raise your hand, so you have to
Yeah.
figure out how
Okay.
to do that.
It's gonna
So,
be more orderly.
Yeah, Paul,
and
we
safe.
had a long talk with Paul the other day, so probably not a bad idea that, do they have to request to be entered Or can they just sign into the Zoom?
On ours, I think they can just sign on.
So we probably want to look at that. Just saying, because we got spammed.
Span, it was
It
Bomb.
was
bad.
terrible.
Bad.
Zoom bomb. is
Zoom
what they
bombed.
call it.
And it
Yeah.
happened to the city. When I talked to Barry, it was during COVID, like the first couple of meetings that it happened to them.
Yeah, I knew that during COVID, when
Yeah.
this whole thing started up.
So
they had
anyway, it was horrible. It was just,
Nobody will
terrible.
get that image of or.
Yeah, I'll send a message off to Tech and see.
see if there's a way that, and all you basically do is they just have to put their name and maybe even a phone number or whatever. So you know who's coming in. And so that stops some of that. And then there's a waiting room. And
And
so
maybe Stephanie already does that, I'm not sure.
and she might. So we just need to make sure that there's a waiting room and we know who's coming in. I mean, we still have to be able to allow the public to come in, but like the other day when we had the one that it just said or
Mhm.
whatever, we can request more information.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah.
But just words the wise. But anyway, I will work on a presentation for EOC.
For EOCA, and
Yep.
just let me know if there's anything that I need to follow up on there.
Okay.
Also ODF, Oregon RFPA Summit over in Burns, I believe, is starting today.
Yeah, and I was hoping that Gary Tim was going to that.
Yeah, I thought
But I
Gary
don't know
and
that-
Jay, I thought you said that you wanted to be in on it because it's the RFPA Summit.
But I
And-
think that Gary, I don't know that Gary's gonna go.
Okay, that started
So-
today anyway, and then
I would- I
or
would
no,
hope-
that's tomorrow. Maybe it
I'd hope
starts
to
tomorrow.
go, but with the
Mhm.
all the things that I had to testify on last week, they kept changing the hearings on.
Right.
So my schedule was so fussed up that it just kept changing, and then I had to put stuff off. That's kind of why I stayed with a friend, because I didn't know for sure when I was going to travel for a couple things. So
So tomorrow, yeah, the EOCA, tune into that at 9, TLT is at 9, I'll be in here with that. We do have 2 requests from the city in right now.
I've seen one. There's two.
There's 2. And then AOC president, one of them is from BCD, one of them is from the city.
So this one,
The one from BCD is 1.3 million, and then one from the city is the whatever they have down there, 600 and some.
this was one what I was thinking about when I first talked about until we came together.
Yeah. And then, so tomorrow at 4:30, there's AOC President Initiative Zoom. That
Tuning into me,
he's tuning in.
County College.
Yeah. So we'll tune into County College. And then 6 p.m. tomorrow night, I'll be at the Cattlemen's Association ODA
Thank you for doing that.
TMDL.
Thank you for doing that.
On that one, just because it involves the TMDL and ODA and all of that.
the county college thing, what is that again?
It's AOC
It's-
President's Initiative. It's
It's
That's what I
Schaefer's,
thought. Did you guys-
Schaefer's Initiative.
Yeah, did you get a link for that?
Yep.
Okay, I don't
Yep.
know if I have or not. so-
Yesterday, I think, was
Okay.
when it came
Okay.
in.
Yeah, it came out from Mallory, I think.
Yeah, okay, I'll check for it then. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I wanted to sit
I
down.
went, oh, I'm already gonna be there.
Yeah,
And then the 21st, we have the special commission session. And then on Tuesday, we have the Eastern Oregon Conference call. There's other, like I said, EDC it was moved to that Tuesday. And there was other things on Tuesday, the 22nd as well, but I leave for the American Forestry Resources Council meeting summit conference that's over there with Chris French and Cliff Bentz will be there, and a bunch of others on forestry, and with the new administration's opening timber and 25% increase on timber production and all of that, I really want to be there. And I really just want to put in for Baker County. So I'll be there the 22nd, 23rd, 24th.
So are you gonna be around? Is that, both of us will be out of town then?
what day?
22nd,
Next week.
23rd, 24th next.
Next
And
week.
then she's
Next
out,
week?
she's
No, I'll
out
be
as well at the same time.
Yeah, that's when I've got all my stuff, so.
Okay, and then when I get back the 26th, I've got the Wigwam Cleanup Day. And then Monday, the 28th, we've got NREC. The 29th, I have Blues Intergovernmental Council. I believe that's in LeGrand that I'll be going to. And we've got supervisor training. Then we've got Tri-County on May 1st. I've got Tri-County quarterly, and it looks like I'll be sitting in on some interviews for Tri-County over there.
Okay.
And And then, it gets us close to the 7th for our first session again, so. A lot of stuff
I
going on
forgot, I
right
have
now.
a community connections meeting also that I'm gonna tune into and work on,
Oh,
because that's the first one. Well, that's really smart, you know, but they didn't tell me until I'd already scheduled this vacation. So anyway, so I'm just gonna call into that one.
On the
22nd.
second, yeah.
So, I mean, I'll be
Yeah.
around by phone and stuff, but
Yeah, it seems like there was 2 things I had to take off of the 22nd. There's a weed meeting on the weed department meeting. It's on the 22nd as well.
okay.
So, and I can put my earbud in for that one.
On that on the agenda, make sure that the work property's on there. I already got a call from Jamaica about the weeds. On
Okay.
the work property.
yeah, I was looking at them the other day. We got some dead stuff out there.
Oh, it's-
and-
It
be nice
was
if we
on
could-
the agenda last weed meeting, so she has it on
Well,
her
she has it in her
list.
budget, but I didn't know if it was in the budget. Or I don't know if there's enough in the budget to do it before June 3rd. I didn't know what was going on, so.
I know it was brought up in the last meeting.
And looking at EDC's budget for the amount that they have for weeds on there, I'm not sure it's enough.
I
So,
know.
I may send that back to you, because it looks like it's a one-time
Well,
thing.
she suggested some sort of crop in there to,
It's
you
too late
know,
to do that now.
it is, but
I've
that's what
talked-
she suggested in cutting down.
I've talked to Will to see if they would be interested in doing like an experimental dry crop. And haven't got very far, full price.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's too late now.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you dig into the ground, it's gonna dry up and there's not gonna be enough soil
Yeah.
or water in once you do that, once you break the plane, it's too late to do spring wheat. So there's not any water to do carrots or potatoes or anything like that. So
No, because they pulled all of that.
Yep.
So, yeah, I will send a note to her.
Okay.
to
Okay.
Bring that up. I'm sure Craig will bring it up too. But, okay. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
And
Oh.
just add in there too, just, comp board,
Oh,
compensation
yeah.
board is meeting on May 14th.
But, yeah,
And then is everybody good with holding our budget meeting on May 28th?
And then holding over the 29th,
I think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
I penciled all of.
So
both
were
of
you
those
able
in.
to move the 14th meeting from 2:00? Or is it still at 2:00?
I thought you said not to worry about
Well,
it.
I'll go,
but
it's fine.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. I
Is
just
it
wanna
2
make sure.
o'clock?
I have
I
2
have,
o'clock.
I have 2 o'clock.
I have to leave for county college, I think.
You have more light. It'll be another month. It'll be lighter
true.
out.
The sun will be in my eyes as I'm driving down the gorge.
And I haven't been able to confirm with all of the other board members, but still waiting. So.
Okay. Yep, I have it penciled in both of those.
I don't travel well in the mornings.
If you want me to try and do
Nope,
it, I can.
Nope, it's fine. You already got it set, so it's good.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
I can just go part way. I just won't get a hotel that night for Sam.
Hey, Andy Mitka, I was gonna bring this up, and I forgot about it. Andy Mitka came and kind of talked about budget shortage that they've got for safer families and children. And so it's something I'm looking into. They've got like a $20,000 shortage. It might be something that we can pull out of opioids, and I think it'll fit. So,
There was somebody else who's wanting opioid money.
Sheriff,
Juvenile.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, okay.
sheriff and juvenile. But and that the juvenile thing was kind of my
So
idea.
I guess we just need to
So,
figure out what we can and can't spend that money on.
Right,
Because
but I think
the budget's gonna be tight.
I've got to work on it.
Yeah.
And see, but it looks like it'll fit. So,
We're getting close.
yeah,
Okay.
good.
We're gonna work on it again next Monday, and then
Did you,
we're gonna work on budget again next Monday.
Okay.
Before special session.
okay. Motion to adjourn, have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We're adjourned. Thank you, everybody.